All right, so I just saw something just pretty stupid, and it's a whole nother can of worms of discussions to talk about. So, internet versus kids. What do we do? Parent, monitor. You know, and parents would actually parent their kids to make sure they're not on some shady websites, not doing anything stupid, explicit, all that stuff, all the 9 yards. We would not be having issues with child online safety. Hear me out, guys. If parents who buy their kids phones, who buy their kids tablets, who buy their kids anything electronical that has access towards the internet, it is also their responsibility to monitor everything that they do to prevent situations for the children themselves. What, like, am I saying something that's unrealistic? No, it should be a responsibility thing. It should be something that all parents should take accountability for. If you're going to get something for your child that has access, any way, shape, or form, that has access towards the internet, it is also their responsibility to make sure they are monitoring, whatever, and also putting protocols to make sure their access is limited and restricted. Okay, that is not the hardest thing every fucking boomer should like understand here. Like, it's also your responsibility. It's like if you buy your it's like if you buy like a skateboard or a bicycle for your child, right? And it's also your job to teach them to make sure they don't hurt themselves. It's literally the same format but different. Like, you could take that same concept of, like, if you get something for your child, it's also your responsibility to make sure they don't hurt themselves, XYZ. Not really complicated, not really like the mind-boggling thing, and it's so fucking frustrating to see this shit. So there was like a whole TikTok thing that was happening yesterday with Congress and the senators and whatever against the CEOs of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I did watch some videos, and Mark Zuckerberg like apologizes to like families of victims of like childs that had been sexually exploited, abused, or even killing themselves and all that stuff. And like, there is some accountability that should be taken upon these CEOs, but at the same time it's also the parents' job as well. I don't understand, like, what's the misconception here. Like, it's their platform and they are running it their way, yes, but if they know they have younger audience in their platforms, they should also have the responsibility to make sure, like, hey, we're going to like try to shake the algorithm like a little bit. Like, I know TikTok, you have to be like at least around 13, 14 to even have an account. That's fine, but I feel like it should be like around like 16, 17, like, for not like younger kids, because younger kids like on their internet could really mess them up mentally and physically. They will get so addicted to it, they would drive themselves to like looking at things that they shouldn't be looking at. Like, it happens to everybody. But if circles back not only on the CEOs but also on the parents' jobs, as parents' part too, because you have to monitor what your kids are doing. Like, the internet access should not be easy. It shouldn't be, but there is. Next minute, next thing you know, someone's getting like an 8-year-old kid's getting a tablet from their parents. The parents don't do anything, and this kid, God forbid, this kid looks up anything that curious in his mind, and it just leads him to like watching or even doing some weird shit on the internet that he might kill himself and all that stuff. Like, that's just like not a realistic scenario, but like, it's still, parents should have to monitor, and the CEOs of these tech companies should also make some more safety precautions with younger audience. Like, there should be some restrictions to of it. But I'm just really frustrated of like them putting all the blame on the CEOs, because I am defending them to some degree, because at the same time they're not responsible, but they also are responsible to making sure the platform is a welcoming, safe environment for everybody. But it's so really diverse of like what goes on in the internet, and it's also, you know, the parents' job, circling back to them, to make sure they're not in those bad websites that could lead them to do unquestionable things. So it just really frustrates me just seeing like parents not really taking accountability. It's just really getting on my nerves, because it's just like, to avoid the to how do you call it, to avoid this situation, to avoid like the problem here, it has to circle back of like, what's the root cause? How did your daughter unalive herself? Oh, she was watching TikTok and it was showing her bad things. Well, well, like, who gave her the phone? Who didn't monitor? It was up to the parent. It's just more so, it should be like a shared accountability, not just we're all pointing at the one finger here. It's pretty stupid. It's really lazy, and it just shows how not only the governor, like not the governor, like the Congress or whatever, and how them and parents are out of touch with technology to understand the fundamentals of how it works. It just really bothers me on that, and I just want to really just show, like, talk about this, because this is just like a really frustrating thing, and this is a problem that's gonna keep our rising until parents will open up their fucking eyes and see, oh shit, maybe if I just monitor my kids, maybe they wouldn't do this shit. It's like, that thought has never crossed their minds, because like, if that if they would do that, more kids would be saved. I'm just saying. Probably a controversial thing that I'm talking about here, but I don't care. It's my opinion, and I want to talk about it. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. If not, it's okay with me and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful morning, night, and day, evening, whatever the occasion is. Stay safe and all that good jazz. But anyways, guys, later.